Hey, just wanted to leave a short message before the video starts. This, of course, is a new thing I'm trying out, and I know it looks like right now it's very messy and very uncoordinated in many regards, how it's displayed and how I have it set up. But again, I am just starting with this new project idea. So, with this project idea, I'm going to work toward getting a more stable and orderly and structured format. But I thank you again for all of you for understanding and still wanting to watch the video with checking out this source content. Yeah, because again, this is a new idea I'm trying out for myself. And of course, adapt, adjust, and do my best to shift to a more orderly and concise and standardized way of doing these videos. But thank you so much, anyways, for your viewership and just taking the time of your day to check me out. Thank you so much. Okay, for Aries this week, this is all about harnessing your inner joy and having that power that you know is within you to make worlds to create it, to just stand and be in it. This is a time for you just to take it easy and just find joy in the world, joy in your life, and to see that you have these abilities all along to always tap into the source, tap into the light, and tap within yourself as a moving, swirling energy mass, an energy force, and person and presence of being that's always connected to the light and the divine. That this week is just about enjoying yourself, taking it easy, but also pursuing things with such passion energy like you normally have as an Aries sign, especially the fire signs, that you want to move forward and do things just to make yourself feel ignited. Feel ignited and delight and joy. And that is the message for you this week. So for Taurus this week, has to do with a lot of it has to do with especially working with and expressing your creative side. And understandably, a lot of it has to say with prosperity and support going through. This is like an abundance of ideas, an abundance of projects coming through as a new idea, as something you want to pursue. You're going to get a lot of support, especially on the other side, encouraging you to take step by step action to feel out what you want to make, what you want to create. And we're not trying to tell this Taurus bull like thing to rush into everything, like the bull rush literally into everything and to anything, but rather take a steady pace like a normal bull does to just shine yourself, show your light, take it bit by bit. And the focus is going to be, of course, is helping you with your prosperity regarding new ideas, new creative sources. You're going to get insights, and a lot of it has to do, of course, with your heart, what's feeling it. Because again, Earth signs tend to be in the reality of things, and the emotions are very kind of tricky at times. But rather, it's good to know that at least the heart and the emotional centers will be in supportive of you and active to help you drive forth your passion, and your creativity will come through and show through and shine through, and it'll demonstrate. So this is, of course, about just, again, the week for Taurus is just to take it, allow what you're feeling to happen, and it'll be a steady pace of things, and just, breathe and relax if it feels overwhelming at times, because again, emotions can be really tricky with things, but this is rather a time for creativity and expression of self. And you get a lot of abundance of ideas for maybe new projects, for that book you want to write, for that story you want to tell, or for any kind of small creative art project you want to do. But the point is that Taurus is just going to be a week of new ideas, new venture thoughts, but of course at a steady pace, the bull way. For Gemini this week, Gemini is going to be going through what feels like a lot of challenge going on, mostly within having to sort of balance out the mental air sign aspect of being up in the clouds and thinking a lot, using your mental capacity. And there's going to be a feeling of emotional uh, sort of indifference or conflictive uh, struggle kind of going within, almost like the brain's trying to figure things out, but the heart is trying to dominate things during the week. And this is just, assessing and sharing with you to allow that emotion to be processed and move through. You do have the strength to go through it and to handle it and to overcome it. It may feel like a lot now, but that's just because of the energies moving around the universe and everything happening with the moon being in Leo and everything. So the important thing is, the central thing is to love and accept yourself regardless of what it may, is going on. I know it's easier to be, definitely as an air sign, to have everything try to be figured out mentally and think it through and intellectually challenge it and take it apart, especially take it apart. But for this instance, just for Gemini, just know that it's okay to feel what you're feeling and to just center yourself in your emotions this week, especially the dominant emotion. Just focus within your heart and that knowing, feeling, and believing and acceptance that you do deserve love and love yourself completely and absolutely without any reason otherwise to do so. There's no other explanation needed. So just center yourself and ground yourself in sense of just keep yourself focused on the thoughts and feeling of loving yourself and accept yourself during this transition. So for this week, Cancer is going to have to do with this strong feeling of action needing to be taken. And that is where it is important for you as a Cancer sign and water sign is to flow, but don't flow into crashing into the rocks, so to speak, especially being a crab in the ocean. Really, this is about doing what you know you're being guided to do and to take forth the actions to take. But know that you are guided and supported, and you have the light to help you clear away anything that's blocking your path, to illuminate your way, to show you what's come forth, and to cut away any sort of confusion or doubt or misunderstanding of things, of what you're supposed to do. So the important thing here is, and it's showing in the centerfold of it, is that there will be a lot of synchronicity and connections that are going on, and to pay attention to those, because those are brought forth by not just your own energy, but the workings and mechanisms of the universe coming together to help support your actions. So for Cancer, it's really about going and taking a chance. Don't feel like you have to think about the how of what it could be showing you, but just allow the universe to reveal to you step by step and bit by bit what it has for you in store. But of course is to take the action, because it's small, it could be big, but the point is the action being taken is action being taken. So you'll know that what you want to expand out forth and do. So that's what the big ultimate thing is, that the step forward is to really take action where it's going to be leading you to your ultimate highest prosperity and best. So just listen carefully, tune in, relax, center yourself, and allow the messages to come through and take those guided steps to take. So for the week for Leo, the important thing here is that I know this is your special week because you had the wonderful Leo full moon happening. But as you charge forward and do things, it's about, you're going to move forward and you're going to do things you're going to do, because being a fire sign like you are a Leo, you're going to make sure that everybody knows what you're up to and what you're going to do, and you're going to carve a path out. But the important thing is to know centrally is that you are being protected, and and ask. It would be important to ask for that help to protect you while you're going forward, and to trust what you're feeling about it, because ultimately your vibration is going to be matching where you want the direction to go to in your life. But the big important thing is, while you are going forward with things, is to also to be aware of learning and having the knowledge of discernment to tell whether it's your feelings and your thoughts and your actions, or it is somebody else. So that is why it is important to call upon help, such as Archangel Michael, to clear and cut away anything and remove anything that's not your own. Because what may be feeling like a decision that you actually want to take on your part, or actually might be someone else's desires and motivations and beliefs for you, not from you. That's a big difference. It's not going to come from you, it's going to come from somebody else. And part of it is to look for resources that can help you, especially in printed material or something which can help you guide you along the way, and that's going to help you in what you want to move forward with. Is information out there that will be pertinent and relevant for you. So when you are stepping out in the world, as a lion does, so, make its roar, shake its mane, lift its paws, take it slow in that don't rush out too quick that you don't catch what may be not your energy, but always ask for protection on the other side to help you. And that's why the angels and archangels and those of the light you will be guided to will help you with that. So just ask for it and trust what you're feeling. But again, it's good to discern, because you don't want to make a decision that's not your own. So just be aware and be cautious if you feel like you need to be. But again, just tune in, tap in, and allow yourself to feel things out. So for Virgo, this is a lot to do with it's going to be central. It's going to be your third eye, and especially that's really where the insight, the intuition, the forethought, the just knowingness that comes through, because of the third eye, is connected with all things psychic. And with all things psychic, it can feel very different for Virgo, because especially Virgo being an earthbound, energy, earth sign, really, that it can be very interesting to see what comes through as sort of a non-linear sort of sense. So the point is that this is a week for just you have a lot of support on the other side that's encouraging you to see through a different visage, to allow yourself to perceive things and gain insight and know things differently, and that you can still move forward in everything you're trying to do, but just know that you're going to get these insights and perceptions and realizations, kind of like a lightning strike, or just pops into your head, and it's going to come from source, where all things do. And it's also revealing that everyone has this power that has the ability to have a sort of sentient, clairvoyant, audience, basically just as an earth sign, it can be sometimes difficult to know that you have quote psychic abilities or metaphysical properties. But this is just a week for a lot of it is you will be standing in sometimes, and you will be provided such knowingness and knowledge of things that it will surprise you. So this is okay to have these moments where it will make you feel like, what's the correct course of action? What do I do with this information? But rather, it's just to provide you guidance and support from the other side, that you have these abilities within you, and just to allow yourself to be led where it will be led, and don't feel at all struggled with if it doesn't make sense. But the point of it is, it's just to allow you to be able to peel away the typical, the reality, the known reality, and tap in more into the metaphysical things on the other side. So for Libra, this is a lot of it's going to be feeling like there's just a push and pull of two different sides. And the best course of action really for Libra is just to gain knowledge, to crack open books. That's where it's important for you as a air sign, is to gather knowledge and intellect and information, because this movement of energy, it's okay that it's going to be a lot, possibly more confusing than normally, but rather take heart. It's okay. You have the strength and courage to get through it, and it's, just move forth what you're trying to do, and it's okay, because really what it signifies is a new beginning, a new change that's going on, and it's just providing you an insight into what it looks like. And the best thing to do is to also, once you receive these shifting movement and maybe it feels like imbalances, is to really tap into the books, tap into what gives you clarity. And books are a really big thing, because basically you can be reading a fictional novel and it provides you with the right wording for it, or a non-fictional autobiography where someone shares their own wisdom, which gives you the clarity and focus and insight that you were looking for. So for Libra, it's really to take a chance in allow going through what you're feeling, and it's okay, because this push and pull, it's part of the process of what is going on with the energy right now in the world. And so just take a step back and allow yourself to just indulge in the simple thing of reading. And reading is going to be a big part for Libra this week, because reading and gathering information is very essential to their wholeness, their comfort. So really Libra's objective really this week is just to enjoy the ride of it and take solace in books and reading. So it gives you a lot more a steady pace of things, a calm sense of direction, and clear action to take. And so when you do that, you'll feel more clear sense of things. For the week, Scorpio is really about just flowing through with your creativity, especially. And it's definitely about embracing that part of you, just like as a water sign, to allow that movement of action that will express your inner spark, your divine spark and light. Let that come forth to present itself in the world. And it can be as small as, say, drawing a picture with colored pencils. It doesn't have to be even broadcast through any social media outlet or anything, for example, but it does help if you do have that and you want to share it with the world, because this is going to be a week of feeling, wanting to express yourself. So a lot of it's going to be centered around the heart, and that's going to be a really big indicator what you're being passionately drawn to, and allow that interesting mystical side of the Scorpio ness of things, where it can kind of reach and find things kind of from the ethereal and kind of suss out and kind of bring things from there to create its own thing from inspiration. So Scorpio's really big message for the week is really just to tap into your creative side and allow yourself to flow through what comes forth, and don't worry about censoring it. Don't think of having to look pretty or it has to be perfect. The whole point is, like, it's going to be expressed how it's going to be expressed. And as a water sign, this, once you allow the water to flow, it will go. Again, once you allow it to flow, it will go. So for Scorpio, all it has to do with just embracing that part of you that wants to let go, let loose, and flow and let be, especially your artistic side this week. So tap into that creative nature, the creative aspect of yourself, and see what comes through. So for Sagittarius, this week is going to be a lot about driving forward and moving what you're trying to do and wanting to accomplish, and knowing that the big thing is trusting what your passions are leading you to, because you have a lot of support on the other side that's encouraging you, and really to turn to your friends and people who who can help you progress forward in what you're trying to accomplish. And this movement of energy in the Leo moon especially, and just going on around the universe and world, there's a lot of chance to express your heart, a lot of chance to show the world your fire, and to also be careful not to burn yourself out in the process, and just take it step by step as you see it and as it's being felt for you and guided to you. So it's good to tap into the light and the other side to see what could be best useful and helpful for you at this time, because Sagittarius energy can be very strong. So that's why the divine motherly aspect is in this too, is to not only be encouraging, but be gently, and the key word is gently, taking steps forward when you can, and when you it's better for you to do so than to just charge out like a fire sign can do. So really take moments of take the aspects of what you can do to accomplish during your week, but also see it with the light of gentle compassion and love, and to not feel like you have to race out of the gate to get everything done. So again, because you can make progress, stomp by stomp, jump by jump, leap by leap. It doesn't have to be something where you have to sprint 1,000 miles in one day. It could be 100 meters a day or something. But the point is, don't feel like you have to rush through everything to get everything done, because trust and know that the passions will lead you and guide you when they're meant to, and where they're going to lead you to be. For Capricorn this week, this is about tuning into the mystical side of things. Because usually the earth signs are all about being grounded, being in the present, being here in the now, with regard to the physical, that which we can touch, smell, hear, and taste, and all those senses related to being grounded in, in the physical. So this week is really just about tuning in and tapping into within yourself, to your own being, and taking having the strength and courage to just go along with whatever intuitive feelings you get, and whichever inner messages are being provided. And each of the way and along the way that's going to happen is that once you tune in during the week, especially during the beginning of your day and throughout the middle of your day too, you will notice and feel things more than just oftentimes being led by guiding things of an earthly nature. So this is about a week of tuning in to within and allowing yourself to feel and listen to the mystical side of things, and allow the unknown and the metaphysical beyond the senses to guide you this week. So for Aquarius, this is about surrendering over the analytical side of yourself, that which wants to tend to figure out the how and to try to understand everything, to take apart things piece by piece, dissecting it to a small degree. This is really just about everything is moving through the universe as it should and it's supposed to do, and just let go of how it's going to happen. And there are things, expect miracles, and really just allow yourself to be able to step back and not have to figure out how the machine's going to take place, how the machine works, what the central parts are, but know that you're supported and loved, and there's things moving and happening and changing, but to know that everything is going as it should be. And when it feels like sometimes you don't have a grasp on, or can't get a grasp of it or hold of it sort of in your mind, what is happening, don't worry. It's really just showing and saying that no matter what is going on, you're loved, surrounded, protected, and the light is with you in all things. So this week is really going to be about moving into the action of surrendering, and to allow yourself to breathe and feel things out again. This week's going to be a lot about feeling it, so just take it slow. There's no need to have an answer to everything, and it's okay to not be able to know what to do, because the point of it is everything is moving forth as it should, full stock locomotion and everything, like a train, and really you just go enjoy the ride and be where you want to be, where you got to be. There's really nothing wrong with having no answers for it, so this could be a good week. So just allow yourself to be, don't have to feel like you have to figure it out, and know that you're loved, supported, and everything's going to work out for you. Okay, for Pisces, this week is going to be about connecting with the Divine Mother, really just the divine motherly of things, a lot of feminine energy going on here. And to know that this expression of energy is really just a reminder of the connection we have with life, and that as a Pisces sign and water sign, really there's a flow and ebb of everything, an ebb and flow of movement and supportive nurturingness in nature. And it all begins with motherhood and female, anything with the feminine aspect regarding birth and life. So this is really a week of tending to the sensitive side of yourself, and you likely might be feeling a lot more sensitive more than lately. So just know that there are means and ways to just tap in and tune into that motherly side of the universe and the world, because it's always supportive, always loving, always nurturing and naturing. So one big aspect too is to actually go outside in nature if you can, and just spend time outdoors, spend time with the earth, and allow yourself to just be grounded, healed and renewed and restored through knowing that this is what's part of life, and this what is life, is that this permeating unconditionalness of just life creating itself and life itself. So the important thing for the week of for Pisces is really just to ground yourself and see yourself moving toward the earthly aspects of just going through the week and tapping into the motherly side of things. And if you are a mother yourself, celebrate and embrace and love that side of you. That's been a wonderful, beautiful aspect of creation and life itself. And otherwise, there's a lot of love and support out there for you. And so with this week for Pisces, again, the motherly side of things, feminine nature and everything.